gun at them, making sure they stay in the closet, my mom and my little brother. Are you guys sending someone over here? Because then I'm definitely not going to put it away.
The California man accused of making that hoax 911 call that led to another man's death, waiving extradition to Kansas, where police shot and killed the victim. A judge now giving Kansas authorities until February 2nd to arrest the California suspect. His name is Tyler Barris. Here he is. He's 25 years old, now charged with making a felony false alarm for what police call a tragic and senseless act.
The irresponsible actions of a prankster put people and lives at risk. The incident is a nightmare for everyone involved, including the family and our police department. Due to the actions of a prankster, we have an innocent victim.
Let's bring in our panel now. Stephanie Legros-Willis is here and David Schwartz is here, both defense attorneys as well as former prosecutors. So I want to start here. Should Tyler Barris be tried for murder? If not, for what should he be tried? Stephanie, I want to get you to give us the defense side on this.
Absolutely. Well, it's my opinion that he should not be charged for murder, especially first degree murder or second-degree murder. It is possible that the prosecution in this case or the state may attempt to charge him with involuntary manslaughter because then there's a reckless disregard for human life. However, one thing that we also need to take into consideration is the fact that we're not discussing the police conduct in this case. We have to take into consideration.
Which I'm going to get to that. Save that, because that's a really good point, and I want to bring that up, Stephanie, but I'll come back to you on that. But David, let me give you a chance to tell us what do you think the prosecutor, what charges the prosecution should go for. Also, David, what's behind Tyler Barris waiving extradition from California to Kansas? Is there a legal strategy behind this?
Well, many times defendants do waive extradition, so that's not that surprising. If he didn't waive extradition, he would have to be in jail in California for a while. They're going to be able to extradite him anyway. But I do believe that this is a manslaughter case. I believe the false complaint, that has a maximum of 3 years in jail. That's not sufficient in a case like this. This is a manslaughter case. This is a reckless manslaughter. And as to the police conduct, it's irrelevant as to the actions of this defendant, because what this defendant did was it was foreseeable that a bodily injury or death would take place from that phone call, that false 911 call.
And Stephanie, I think this is where you were going with this. It's a very difficult question to ask, but here it is. The officer who fired the fatal shot, he's been placed on administrative leave. Is there any potential liability on the part of the officer or the Wichita Police Department?
I firmly believe that there is some liability on their part, because we have to take into consideration the fact that, yes, the phone call was made allegedly by Mr. Barris in this case. However, we also have to take into consideration that the individual who made the call was still on the call with 911 dispatch at the time that the shot took, at the time of the killing. So we have an individual by the name of Andrew Finch, the victim here in this case, who walked out, hands up, no phone in his hand at all, and yet
but how would the officer, hang on, how would the officer on scene know if the 911 dispatch was on the phone with who actually was Tyler Barris at the time?
Well, that's something that they should have looked at. The dispatch as well as the police department should have had communications with one another, because it's obvious at this point that we see that there is a lack of communication. Because of this lack of communication, and because the police officer in this case was in my opinion, very trigger ready to shoot, even though we know that the phone call that was made was a hostage situation. But why wasn't it taken into consideration whether or not it was the brother that was coming out at the time? Because I do believe that there was a claim made by the caller that there was a hostage situation in which the mother and the brother were held hostage. So why wasn't that taken into consideration? The first instant that we have here is to shoot. That doesn't make sense.
But it's irrelevant when you're looking at what you're going to charge a criminal defendant with. Yes, there may be liability on the part of the police department. Yes, there may be a civil case. But these are criminal charges against this defendant. And when when you analyze that case as a prosecutor, you have to analyze this defendant's actions, notwithstanding any negligence that may have taken place on the part of the police department. And when you make a false 911 call, not just a false 911 call, but a hostage situation, and also a situation where death has occurred, of course the police are going to come in, you know, arms blazing, and certainly a death or a shooting could take place. That's a foreseeable consequence, and therefore manslaughter would be very appropriate in this case, and jail time of 9 years to 41 years would be much more appropriate than just the 3 years.
20 seconds, Stephanie.
Well, that's perspective, obviously, from the state. However, we have to take into consideration that if the officer's actions are found lawful in this case, then it is likely that the second-degree murder charges or the manslaughter charges in this case would be undermined by the fact that the police officer's actions were lawful. So, yes, we're looking to the totality of the circumstances here in this case, and it is likely that, in my opinion, that Mr. Bear should be found criminally liable for the swatting, but I think it's too attenuated for the charge of murder.
And we want to acknowledge the man who lost his life in this horrible prank, 28-year-old Andrew Finch. He leaves behind a mother and 2 small children. Stephanie, David, thank you.
Thank you, Arthel.
Thank you.
Switching.